Yeah, we're happy with their progress so far. We're a really young team. Lots of learning going on. Really happy with some of the goals we scored today, and then some of the goals we conceded. The good thing about those are they're easy to correct. So, like I say, we're a young side, but massive positives. Love the energy of the team. Love the style. They're starting to really understand it now and get it. So we're not far away from the season. We won't, we're never. I don't think we ever arrive to the beginning of the season fully ready. But we're going to be as ready as we can be, and I think throughout the season we're going to learn more about ourselves. But lots of positives from today.
You prefer to have a younger team when you're coming in as a new coach to kind of have some newer players to work with, as opposed to maybe a team that's already established and kind of set?
I think you just have to go with the hand you're dealt. I think I'm very fortunate in terms of this being my first job, having to select the entire locker room. Normally you'll come in and, like you say, there's sort of 17, 18 guys that are carried over, but I'm fortunate enough I've been able to recruit most of the guys myself, and the guys I've inherited I've been very fortunate to get those as well.
What do you like about this team's makeup so far?
Love our energy. That's the big word. Personality, bravery with the ball. The guys buy in, so they're buying, they're following absolutely everything to a T that we're asking. And then any problems that we're coming up against, it's about communication and conversation, and they've been fantastic in that regard. So we're learning about each other every day. The big moments that happen that affect momentum, we'll learn more about one another.
You sort of mentioned it, but how big is it from having guys like Danny Barrera and guys who were here last year, who are veterans of the league, veterans of this team, to kind of lean on as to be the true captains that they are, kind of?
Yeah, Danny's great. We speak all the time. He's my eyes and ears in the locker room, and his communication has just been fantastic in terms of what I'm saying. He's continuing the message in the locker room all the time, and I think he's 10 away from the all-time leading assist in the league, so we want to get him that this season. We want to get him over the line with that, but he's been fantastic. Arthur and Connor have really stepped up as well. I have to say well done to them, really stepped up. Gabby, and if I'm forgetting any others, I apologise, but the guys that we've carried over have really stepped up and really been a prominent force in the locker room.
Who are some of the younger and new guys who you think have stood out so far through preseason?
I mean, Juan Carlos scores again today, 2 in 2. Fantastic from him. I have to say that Tulu at centre back has done really well. He's been excellent. And I have to speak about Jeff, the goalkeeper. He's still really young, but when you talk to him, it's like having a conversation with a 45-year-old in a good way. Really experienced guy. He's seen a lot. He's been fantastic.
Yeah. What about Bradford? He seems to be a good guy because he has MLS experience. He played for LA. He has U19, U17 experience with the US. What's it like getting a guy who's still pretty young but has a good amount of pro soccer experience under his belt?
Yeah, so for players like Bradford, all it is connecting the dots, because he could be a serious player for us. He's played with players like Ibrahimovic at the Galaxy, so he's been fantastic. With him, I need to not coach him so much. I need to allow him to be a free spirit. He's been brilliant.
What's it like, taking over a team when they finally kind of broke through, made the playoffs last year, and had success, and they wanted to keep moving forward?
Yeah, I love it. I've said this on my first interview. The pressure is a privilege. The pressure of taking over a successful club, 3-year-old club, but still a successful club. I'll reiterate it again. We're so young, such a young side. Outside of the MLS2 clubs, we're the youngest side in the USL. Average age, I think, 22 years old. Obviously, I'm only 31, so we're really enjoying playing that role and playing the role of having the success last season, but also being potentially perceived as a little bit of an underdog. So I think we'll be the surprise package this year.